MBMax 64 is HiSweep's latest version of the multi-beam editor. A portion of that editor allows you to compute a performance test, also known as a beam angle test. The key to that beam angle test is the creation of your reference surface. Let's take a look at how you might create that reference surface inside of MBMax 64. The first step in doing a performance test is creating your reference surface. Inside of here I have my reference data. We created a square grid here, in this case 7 by 7 times water depth, and we attempted to run those lines on a large vessel, which wasn't too easy, but we've saturated the areas with coverage. Now when I edit my data, when I apply my filters, under my basic filters I'm going to limit my port and starboard beams to 45 degrees. So we'll update the filter preview. Let's show my cells now. And you can see all the points we're going to get rid of here. I'm just going to filter the entire data set down to 45 degrees. Now the whole key when you create your reference surface is to have a matrix which surrounds your data. So I've created a matrix file on the limits outside of here, where the size of each cell in that matrix is 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters, or about 1 foot by 1 foot. So I'm going to go back to my read parameters here. And under matrix, you can tell it to use your matrix file. So I called it reference.matrix. That'll be okay. Okay, and it's going to go ahead and update the matrix now, and now you can see it's just filled data points inside that matrix. Well, I want to save an XYZ reference that we can use in the performance test. So I'm going to go to Save, tell it that I want to save an XYZ file. I'm going to take the average value in each cell, so save 1 point per cell. I want the average Z value where we have at least 3 samples in the cell. So I'll tell it to save. I'm just going to overwrite reference XYZ, and that becomes my reference surface. Or if we want to test our multi-beam to determine the 95% confidence by beam angle, or our bias, or our single beam vote, we can use that reference surface.